All right, so let's look at late payments. I want to tell you why. I want to just demonstrate to you why it's so important to make your payments on time, and that even if you've been making your payments on time, having one late payment can really uh, wreak havoc with your credit scores from month to month. And I'm going to show you how that can happen. You may know this or you may not be aware of this, but this is something that you need to understand. So, we all know what a late payment is. If you miss a payment, by the time they use most uh, creditors gives you a grace period before they report, usually about 14 days, but I wouldn't play around with that. I would always pay it by the due date, no matter what. We have all different types of ways to make payments now. You can do them electronically. You can have it debited right out of your account. You just don't want to get into having late payments on your credit reports, and I'm going to show you why. So look at this one right here. This is a current client that we're helping, uh, and I want to show you a huge problem on why the scores dropped for this individual. So now we're looking right here, and you can see that uh, he had very good payments before this here. He went through a little bit of stuff right here, and actually he didn't go through any financial problems. His person that was paying his bills was not paying him on time, and he was like, when he talked to me, he was like, hey, she paid her stuff on time. She just delayed paying my stuff. It got paid, but it just didn't get paid on time. So, and as you can see here, he actually paid off this mortgage. It was like a second loan on a mortgage. But let me tell you the problem with what happened and why he called me up, like very very upset about his credit scores. It's because you see this here, how this is moving, and you see this over here. So if you have a live account, now this account was closed, but if you have a live account and you've been making payments on an account and you've had late payments, I don't know if you've ever paid attention to this, but as new months come about, and this is for an open account, as new months come about, they're going to put the new month right here. And so that means that it's going to move this back to here in this position. But it's also going to take away a good payment. So you got to make sure you make those good payments on here. But now check this out. Let's just say that he had late payments here and it moved these back. And now you got these here in this position with late payments and this one here in this position with late payments. And then you have late payments here. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to make the scores go down. But let's just say, for instance, he made all of his payments. He's making all the good payments here, and these are moving back. But remember, before this, he had all good payments. So if you move all of these back, let's just say he makes enough good payments to move all of this stuff back to here. Look at what's going to happen. His scores are going to automatically drop down because once it gets to where all of this is populated, where this would actually take up a large amount of his payment history, what do you think the damage is going to be once that happens, even if he makes the payments over here? That's why it's so important not to miss any payments because this is a cycle that you're going to go through with any accounts that you're currently still paying on. Keep in mind, they're going to put the new payment here. It's going to slide everything back. And so at some point, these would be here. These would be in this position. And this whole group would be in this whole position here. And that's hard to overcome when you got 30 and 60-day late payments populating on your credit reports. So you got to be very careful. And another addition that you need to be aware of is that with the new FICO 10, the FICO 10 scoring system, they will be holding this data for a full 36 months instead of 24 months. a full 36 months. So it would take another 12 months to overcome just one single mistake. And look at this, how many mistakes were made right in this section here. So be aware of this. Let's stay on top of our payments. We want to avoid late payments at all costs. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, What Makes Us Different, so you can see my 8-point validation process, my two-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, go to the website, your3scores.com, to grab your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports and all 3 scores. If you have debt collectors coming after you, grab my 3-pack of letters, statute of limitations, cease and desist collection activities letter, and my debt validation letter. Utilize the one that pertains to your situation. The instructions are on those documents when you download them. I do ask for a donation that helps me monetize my time here on the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Please post your questions and comments. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com.